Hello everyone, I'm going to do some analysis of this game again, because I find it interesting, especially the end game. And I would really enjoy if Kingscrusher left me a comment about this, in case he does actually watch it. Would be very honored by that. Also I would be very glad if you leave any comments about this, as well negative comments, but please write them so that I can understand them. I speak German and English. So let's start with the game. This is the Open Sicilian Night-Off variation. F4 is not that usual but playable. So now this is not very interesting. Actually, I would like to remark that after here Queen b6 was good, but not very important. So after this here, I would like to remark that Rook h3 would be a better move, but Rook c8 was played, and now Rook c1, sorry, now Rook c8, and now it's going on, putting a self pin, and this is the best move. Now the exchange happens, and Queen takes b2 is necessary to defend the knight. Now after b8, which is not the best move according to the engine, but perfectly good move, in my opinion. Queen c3, as played in the game, is necessary to defend the knight. If, for example, Queen takes a2, then instead of Rook takes b7, which would be actually equal, there is this move exploiting the pin on the bishop, exploiting the pin on the pawn, which is pinned to the bishop. But now when white gets 3 pawns for the piece after the bishop retreats, both e5 and b7 can be attacked and cannot be defended both at the same time. So let's continue with the game. Now Queen c3 was played, and now this here, this is a good exchange, and now this is still an advantage for white, but it's not that bad. So now bishop takes, and the pawns are doubled, and now this move here spoils a lot of the advantage of white. g4 is better, but let's not look too much that that was played and still keeps the advantage. White plays g3 not to be mated, and now g5 is a strange move, especially with bishop e5, which just sacks a pawn, and now black loses another pawn, and this is winning for white. So after this move, white has a clearly winning endgame, but it's apparently not that easy, because in this position Rook a7 was played, which is not the best move. A good move would be g4, which would defend the pawn permanently, because after Rook g8 there is King f3 and the pawns can be defended easily, and white is just winning. But instead Rook a7 was played, and now Rook g8, and white has only 1.8 according to the engine of an advantage. So after this happens, now this move, and here the engine just suggests pushing the pawn, but instead white feels that he has to trade down, so he plays Rook g7 check. And now just 1 second for you to spot the best move. I'm sure you can, everybody of you, because the rook is just hanging, but that was not played. Instead, after this awful blunder, the king took on h4, and after this exchange I'm actually not sure whether this endgame is winning for white or not. I think black can draw it, but I'm not sure. And this is a 9-piece endgame, so there are no table bases for it. And an engine is not very reliable as these endgames. So now king f3 was played, bishop e1 is good, and after the king starts walking, it's very hard to tell what's going on here, but in this position here, I think that the move a4 is winning for white. That was not played. I think a4 is winning, but instead king e6 was played. Now bishop c5 was played, and now I'm sure that a4 is winning. I can win against the engine after a4, so instead I think that bishop a3 blockading the pawn should have been played, and I think that black is drawing this line. Let me show you some analysis. I let the engine run for quite some time. My engine is not very good, I think. It's not Houdini, it's just Fritz or something like that, and it's giving this continuation, and the king of black is going into the corner, and I don't see a good way to make progress here for white, so I think that black can draw it, but I'm not entirely sure. Instead, now, unfortunately, bishop c5 was played, and now a4 is completely winning. King d7 was played, and now I again think that bishop a3 is drawing. Instead, king g4 was played, and after this, I think again bishop a3 is drawing, and now finally a4 is played. And now it's just downhill. It's just completely lost. Right. So I hope you found this interesting, especially the problem of this endgame. I'm pretty sure it was a draw with bishop a3 at those points. If you have reason to say something about this position, about this position here, about this position, I think that bishop a3 is drawing. Let me let me know what you think. Now, black is a pawn down, but it's opposite color bishops, and as I've shown you the line, I think black's king can get into the corner squares. So, I think that black is drawing. Kingscrusher could have drawn it. I've repeated this 100 times probably, but I'm too lazy to make the video 15th time now. So I'm just going to leave it here, and goodbye everybody.